Well, hello there, motherfuckers. And I did not watch Crown Jewel, as I said, but I want to have a little reaction to the fallout here. You know, people were saying that I should maybe watch this show. They were wishing that I watched it at least so I could do a reaction. But like I said, it's against my principles. I'm not going to watch a show like this. I looked at the results, though. So this is going to be a reaction to the results of this show because there's certain things to talk about on here. And it's almost like fate in a way. There was such a negative backlash to this show, and certain things happened. First of all, everyone pretty much has told me that the show was shit. You know, that's probably why people are disappointed. They probably want to see me react to it, to me rage against it, to hear me criticize it, which I appreciate. But, you know, this is one show that is going to stay on the network unwatched. But, you know, I've looked at the photos on Instagram. I've checked out, you know, people's messages that they sent me in the comments, and I've looked at reports on PW Torch or what happened. So, biggest story out of this for me was the return of Hulk Hogan. So, Hogan is back, and, you know, this is disappointing for me because, you know, first of all, Hogan could have returned since SummerSlam. You know, there was little rumors about maybe Hulk Hogan was going to present the title to Bobby Lashley as maybe a way of kind of, you know, showing that Hogan was not racist for all his comments. It would have been like a very little, not so, I want to use the word subtle, but that's not a very subtle touch, but it would have been a way of, you know, just making things right, I suppose. And, well, in the eyes of WWE, not saying the name of the place they're having the event. And I don't know if they did that. I tried to find information, but tell me in the comments, when they were at this event, did they say that they were in Saudi Arabia? Because if they actually had this event and they didn't say where they were while they were at the event, that would be completely ridiculous. But I'm looking like on Instagram and there's no mention of it or anything. So, you know, this just happened in some part of the world, I suppose, and parts unknown, as some people have joked. So Hulk Hogan returned. I'm saying you could have had, like, he could have appeared on an episode of Raw even. You know, he could have been at, you know, SmackDown 1000. You know, I know he's never, you know, he was there for, like, when he was Mr. America and all that. You know, they could have done something, at least. At the very least, I mean, they could have had him appear at a big show or something like that. But, you know, they kept it off, and he appears Saudi Arabia on the network special. I'm just saying, wouldn't it have been smarter to maybe have him on a show where more people were going to watch it? Many people already said that they weren't going to watch this. I mean, it trended cancel. I don't know if it really trended or whatever, but, you know, canceled WWE Network started going around, you know, in regards to people not being happy about them going on this trip. So I don't know why exactly they decided to put Hulk Hogan on this particular show. I thought it was stupid. The Saudis wanted Hogan, and so this was like them just meeting their demands. You know, they wanted to see Hogan, so they put Hogan on the show. And it's like, I don't understand what it was. It's like, so they don't care about their U.S. audience, but what the Saudis want matters to them. I don't kind of get that. That's very cockeyed outlook on things. Also, the tournament, the World Cup tournament, Shane McMahon won it. They did like a little angle where, I don't know if at the event they made like it was a work, but they said afterwards it was a work that, you know, The Miz got into the finals. I think it was against, what was it, against Rollins or something, whoever it was. I don't give a shit. The story here is that Miz faked the injury. Then Shane McMahon runs out and somehow magically he's able to take the place of The Miz. He goes on and he wins the World Cup. I I don't know, the stipulation was if a SmackDown star lost in the World Cup final that they were going to be fired. So I guess Shane McMahon took it upon himself. I guess this is turning heel, maybe, for Shane, people are saying. And I'm just kind of sitting there going, what? Because, like, I didn't watch it, so maybe that's my fault. So I'll reserve my criticism for SmackDown. But the thing is, it's just like, they had all these wrestlers in there. And first of all, the World Cup was meaningless as it was, because what the fuck is the World Cup in regards to WWE? You know, why are they doing it? It was kind of like, what was the point of the Greatest Royal Rumble? Nobody got anything out of it. Nothing really came from it. Strowman won it, but, you know, we're going to talk about Strowman in a minute here in this very video. So Shane ended up winning it. I don't know what this does for him, what it's supposed to be, you know, what is he getting out of it, you know. I guess you could say it was a swerve, but was it really effective? Is this really going to get people talking? This is not exactly like, you know, Vince McMahon winning the Royal Rumble. It's not on that same level. So anyway, let's talk about Strowman. Strowman has a 3-minute match with Brock Lesnar. I just like read through the PW Torch thing, and it seemed like Brock hit like 5 F5s on him, like one after another, and he just beat Strowman, wins the title, and we're back to square one, where we were cutting these work shoot promos about how Brock is not there, and the whole thing with Roman Reigns cutting the promos is Brock's not there and all that, and they go right back and they put the title on him again. I guess because now there's no legit stars. But what I'm going to say is, what about Strowman? Now you have officially killed him. He's dead and buried. He's gone. That's it. There's no coming back from this. This has now reached Bray Wyatt territory. Even if one day, 2 years from now, they give him the title, it's not going to matter. They've already killed this guy. They've buried him 6 feet under. His career is dead. It's you know. And what did they decide to do? They decided to not give it to him. They just decided, hey, you know what? We're not going to give it to Strowman. We're going to just go and have Brock retain. Even though Strowman was super over and more over than Brock at that point in time, they could have had their next big star, but, you know, for whatever reason, you know, they gave it to the part-timer. You know, it would have been decent enough. You know, Brock already did what he could do that year. And, you know, no one would have had any qualms whatsoever about, you know, the smarks were behind Strowman. Someone had said to me in the comments that, you know, Strowman was over only with the smarks only due to the fact that they were having him beat up Roman Reigns. And that might be partially true, but I think a lot of people probably appreciate Strowman because he was coming across as a real monster. And I said they were doing more right than wrong with the guy. But then they decided not to give it to him. And then from that point on, it was just, you know, it steamrolled. You know, teaming with the referee's son at WrestleMania, going nowhere fast with Strowman. They had him lose every opportunity they gave him. You know, then he lost again, you know, throughout the year. Then no contest at Hell in a Cell. I mean, we could go on and on and on. Dress him up as an elf. He's acting like an SJW on Twitter. Photos come out of him dressed up as Wonder Woman. I mean, it's just, I mean, there's no going back from this. There's no reason why they couldn't have given him the win. Roman is sick and everything. God bless Roman Reigns. You know, but now they had to find a new champion. And what did they do? I mean, they went back to, you know, I won't even say playing it safe, because I'm telling you, Brock Lesnar is not a draw anymore because no one's watching this shit. It's at the point where Brock can't really help them. You know, whether or not they get a few more 100,000 views, it's not going to really save them at this point. So, you know, so the belt's going to go on hiatus. I don't know what they're planning to do with this. So, Now Brock's got the title, so I guess at Survivor Series we're going to see Brock AJ 2, so, you know, look forward to seeing that match again. So, you know, they just officially killed Strowman. I mean, you know, not like they hadn't killed him already, but now he's officially dead and buried. I mean, like, because there's no going back. Like, this was the last chance to do something with him. You know, after all that stupid faction they had with Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre that went absolutely nowhere, that was completely pointless. And now you're going ahead and you just fucked it all up. You know, you could have breathed new life. What happened to Roman Reigns, this could have been Strowman's moment to take over and be, you know, take his spot. Nope. Failed the opportunity. Okay, so what else happened on this show? Triple H and Shawn Michaels go over Undertaker and Kane. Okay, hey, Triple H, you had enough already? Did you have enough burying Undertaker and Kane? Have you had enough of beating? You know, they went from telling the story that Triple H has never beaten the Undertaker, and you know, they had Triple H beat him at the Australian show at Super Showdown, and now he goes ahead and he beats him in a tag match. And I'm like, oh my, so like, and again, like, they bring out Hulk Hogan, and they have Shawn Michaels return on the show that no one's gonna watch. So all these returns meant nothing. No one even fucking saw them. You know, probably a lot of people like me just happen to see it on social media and pictures because they're not going to watch this fucking shit and they're refusing to watch it out of principle. Otherwise, I would have had no qualms about watching this show. Like I said, if this was in Australia, fuck yeah, I'd watch it. I'd see Hogan, see Shawn Michaels, but no, I'm not watching it when it emanates from this place. So, what happened also? Triple H injured himself. This is what I'm saying. It was like fate intervened. Like nothing went right on this show. It was a fucking flaming mess. From the World Cup to, you know, well, that's their own booking decisions with Shane McMahon and Brock Lesnar going over. It's just everything on this show was just a fucking disaster, apparently. You know, I don't know how the wrestling quality was. Who really gives a shit? You know, most of the time I don't even care about that anymore. You know, I'm sure, like, on every night, the wrestlers probably gave it their best shot. You know, everybody always does that. I never accuse anybody of being lazy, but, like, I'm looking, like, most of the people, you know, my friends on YouTube, my subscribers, most people who are casuals and smarks, both of them saying the show was shit. So I'm gonna have to just say, you know, it was probably shit if I had to take a guess. I mean, I'm looking already about how the show played out, and it was shit. Triple H, I mean, getting injured. I mean, you know, this is what happens. I mean, you barely get in the ring, and then when you do, you know, it's like you're just gonna kind of fall out of step. It doesn't matter how much, you know, how good a shape Triple H is in. You know, you're gonna be rusty after a while. So Triple H, you know, gets in there and he fucking injures himself. So, wow. This show, just a flat-out fucking disaster on almost every conceivable level. I mean, I'm just completely just shocked just how bad it went. I'm just, like, I can't believe that, like, what was the purpose? Shane going over in that tournament that, you know, no one got anything. What did he got like a fucking trophy or something like that? Like, wow, a fake trophy. What an accomplishment. Like, and what does that do for Shane McMahon winning anyway? You know what I mean? Like, instead of maybe, like, giving it to The Miz so at least they could say that he did something because he hasn't done anything in a while, you could also then say, like, why did Triple H have to go over Undertaker and Kane once again? It's just, you know, so Kane had his payday. He left all the people in Tennessee. Hey, guys, you know, I'm not going to take care of you. You know, you're my people. You know, I'm your mayor. I'm just going to go off to Saudi Arabia and screw my politics. You know, Kane is, you know, claims he's a conservative and everything, right? He's going to fight for the people. And then he goes off just like a few weeks after they kill a journalist in Saudi, or, you know, well, it was in Turkey, but committed by the Saudis. I'm saying, like, wow, what a hypocrite. And, you know, I hate to tell you, but, like, Kane deserves to lose that election the next time around because he's a fucking liar. He put all his principles on the line to wrestle this event. He looks like a damn hypocrite. It shows you. That is like a prime example of, like, Kane showed he's like any politician. So, you know, his competition comes around and they're going to just basically say the same. They're going to say the same thing I'm saying. This guy left Tennessee to go to Saudi Arabia, of all places, to wrestle a fucking wrestling event. So, what a disaster of a show. I'm glad I didn't watch it. God bless all you people who did watch it. I mean, my God, how did you people manage to make it through this shit show? But anyway, thanks for keeping me informed on it. There's your rant, even though I didn't watch it. Those are my thoughts based off of the results and the happenings of the show. So if you liked the video, hit the thumbs up. If you hated it, hit the thumbs down. Tell me why. Probably not going to care. But, you know, I'm saying, you know, just so other people could get recommended, react to the video in some way. Also, make sure that you're still subscribed. If, you know, if you were subscribed, you might have been unsubscribed. Also, guys, we finally hit 6,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for that, by the way. And you notice the minute I hit 6,000 subscribers, what happened? I went down to 5,999. But now we've cracked it. I think we're a few numbers beyond it. So I couldn't have done it without you guys. So thank you, and thanks to all my patrons on Patreon. We'll do another video because this is like at the end of the video and people might not be able to see if they were just kind of skimming through. But anyway, guys, hit the bell so you get all the notifications when I post all my new videos. Check out some of my other videos I have posted here. And until next time, guys, thank you for watching.